AGQ had 100% of its volume by 11 o'clock. That's capitulation. Fact. BNI. Told you right before you got in there, watch this thing going to break high. Ooh, this is $6. There's an $8 down tick in BNI. Hold on. Let me take myself off the screen. Yes, everybody calm down. I know. BNI. I was signed on. I said, I was talking to Jose. It was at 62. $8 down tick BNI. Okay. AG Gold. Man, I'm hammering this thing all day long. Okay, another one. Huge volume. Bottom line is, don't think you missed. Not where stocks have been, it's where they're going. Right? Bottom line is to give you huge volume, huge range. Job is to take money out of the market, not pick tops. I'm still not even up in silver. All right, but you got to understand something. You do this type of trade, you're going to be wrong before you're right. It's how wrong you're going to be before you get right. Okay, now everybody wants mag stocks. Apple, Google, number one, by far. Amazon, they're all like it. They like it. Calls, Zoom, self-explanatory. They took calls too. Why is this thing even up? And it did take calls. I took it the other night. I got bored with it. Got bored with a winner. Market at the highs. Silver down tick from highs. BNI going up. Banks seeing some buying. Pfizer calls. You could do worse. CoreWeave was the big winner. A lot of reversals. I'll tell you what stock is bad. Dutch Brothers. This stock is bad. You want a stock? That's a bad stock right there. That's the daily. That's the weekly. You know what I mean? You know where you stand there. Software stocks taking, how about this? Software. Team, software. All of a sudden, 116 to 128. Sherry's in I laughed at her. Nice bounce. Microsoft leading the way. Call it software, call it what you will. Oracle, same thing. All right, as SanDisk's earnings is later in the week, I believe. MU, I'm taking it day by day. Software bouncing. Here's another one. Did I show this? Yeah. Calls and Zoom. Intel, I took a chance. Intel, I bought it. I sold it. Didn't work right away. Didn't want it the trade to be a position. I did look at the weekly. It looks like to have some support here, but you probably want the market down the market for this to be up. There's the weekly right here. 42.30, 42.41. It did take some calls, which is why I even looked at it. There's the weekly from 53 to 42. Here's the tip. You draw that proverbial line right there. Good starting place. And you know what? Tomorrow, if it opens down, maybe a third day down, or fourth, take some money out of it. Can I tell you something? It's worked hard today. There you go. Mike's a guy's awesome, not because he's Italian. Down. Liquidations in silver NG. No reaction in stocks or bonds. Nat gas. I am going to buy cold. Nat gas is, look at this. See, now Nat gas looks beautiful. Don't short the Widowmaker. I don't know why I'm doing this. Looks beautiful on the daily, but look at the weekly. You know what? It needs a little bit more. 15.30. Whatever. Better trades. Not a great day for drones. Noted. Silver back to 107. Oh, see this? That's funny. Hold on. It's true. Silver back to 107, and a level not seen in 13 hours. All right. Kramer's pounding the table in the video. I get it. This is what you know what? Actually, this is what you want. I don't care if they make widgets. A nice 3-day run with volume, breaking over the moving averages. The obvious layup long didn't work on the failed breakout, coming into a little bit of gap. There's worse. There's worse. NVDL. What about this thing? We'll buy it. Starting a position in NVDL. What's this? You know what? It took a huge loss today. Killed the day. You know what it's in? The stock had calls and I gave it some room. NVTS. I had 28,000, whatever it may be. Stock was breaking out 2 days ago. I gave it some time. 11:30 to 9:40. I hit the bid. I took its hit. All right, bottom line is next. Let's go to Microsoft calls. D-Dog, another one they wanted cheap. Everybody on the Twit feed, on my followers. D-Dog, D-Dog, D-Dog. There it is. Can't trade them all. But you see Team going. You buy some D-Dog. Sherry's in some of the U software. You buy some of that. What else is good? Octa. All right, if you're not familiar with what goes with what, there's an answer or a clue right there. D-Dog, a popular cloud Microsoft play. D-Dog goes with Microsoft. The newbies. NBY, J-Norm. I'm in it. And I don't like it. No one's there. All right. No problem. I'll start that new video. I'll start it. It's heavy. It's common. Hard trading today. Worked hard. I didn't have to work hard. People are trying to dump their silver. See the special situations? Why doesn't he tell us when the thing was 120 today? San Diego Capital. Look at this guy. Hi, Sherry. Thank you. Hope you had a nice weekend. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Really do. All right, what about this guy? Where is he? 4 hours ago. We have 5,000 of ounces for sale, physical, kilos, located in Florida. Current dealer is not buying. Nobody wants silver. NVIDIA. Sherry, you like NVIDIA? Jane Norm's mad at me. I got a staff for Jane Norm. Jane Norm. Brownie Elf. Okay? If we're not going to do it in NBY, we're going to do it here. Do you know the last two times that the Pope was elected? And that happened. How often does that happen? The Seattle Seahawks have won the Super Bowl. Yeah. Oh, they lost to the Steelers here. But they've been to the Super Bowl every time the Pope has got elected. It happened this year. An amazing stat. Sherry, you don't like NVIDIA? I get it. You're a student, and you shouldn't. I think this will tell the story, everyone. Okay? Let me take off my picture. I apologize. I'm trying to get better. All right, let's go to Jesus. If you don't want to listen to me, you don't listen to Coach, you listen to Jesus. Okay? Takeaways from the session has been a continuing rotation. We ended with last week. Money shifting back into tech laggards. Additional flow behind that in a couple of squeeze situations. That is a fun fact, isn't it? We're both Catholics. And I hate the Patriots. I do. All right, let's look at earnings. I know. You know what, Sherry? Listen, you know how the market works, all right? It's going to happen one day. It's, very rarely you see, well, you did see Apple's down 9 days in a row, but it's going to pop, you're going to turn around. It's going to pull a core weave. It's going to pull a CRWV with news. It's taking calls. Okay, what do we got here? What's today? Monday? New core. Before the open. UNH before the open. UNH, for those that like UNH, and CNC, which was both brought up in the room on Friday. So we have UNH, Boeing, boomers. UPS was a boomer night. UPS, General Motors looks like the TradeGateHub logo. Maybe we could sue them for $8 billion. RTX, although suing is not in my style. I don't sue. SYF, AAL taking calls. By the way, and I'm on the record here. Not that I shouldn't be. Not that I'm whatever I say isn't true to begin with this to start that off. But now that I see it, it reminds me. AAL has a ton of calls going into earnings. Ton. For those newer to the room, I apologize for the OGs. All right, scroll up. Two things you got to do: scroll up because the data is, it's not, it doesn't become obsolete, and once you scroll, once it starts. In this, our YouTube channel, where I'm communicating with a couple of our members as we speak. All right, be a part of almost 2,000 videos. Okay. BNI, this was the last stock I quoted on Friday. Look, 3:44 p.m., 4:17 p.m. Stock was up 80. There was my silver trade. There's my price. It was 100 when I said that. Look at it this morning. Ooh. Got a stock you both are going to like. Both Sherry, Jane Norm, and the others. I see who's on. Always click images, upgrades, downgrades. Every morning. This is your list. Should be on your menu. IBD top 15 stocks. Kramer, little dissertation. Click images to enlarge. What matters this week? There's Monday. There's Tuesday. And by the way, I don't click it for you. I don't care if one person doesn't read it. I do it for me. I reverberate back to it. I was shorted this AG aggressively. You want to know why I chose AG? Why you ask, Sherry? I'll tell you why. There was so many calls, including if you watched Friday's video, they were saturated. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Once the thing unwinds, forget about it. So I'm hammering this thing. Look, 27.75. I'm covering it. 26.20. It helped for the freaking silver debacle. Okay, let's get to what's happening with calls and such. Yeah, I read too, Gino. You know what reading does for me? You know what reading allows me to do? I'll show you. If the family and everybody knows you read, it's an excuse to go to bed early and go upstairs and be by yourself. I read. And chart. Apple calls coming in still. AAL. Okay, this is the stock taking calls. I'm trying not to look at the main screen. Now, it's to know your moderator, even my vernacular, the verbiage. You know what I mean? You know, I can't say Apple bombs going off when there are a couple of weeklies. I mean, I'm very sensitive to what I say. Now, when this stock, and I follow it, when it comes up and calls hit, it works. I don't know if it's going to pop tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to pop today, but it's everything everybody here wants. And you all know it. AAL first. Let's look at that. AAL. You want the doji? You want the doji on AAL reclaiming the 50-day? Not for me. I'm not losing that thing. It's hard enough battling silver. See, the problem, there's Delta. Although Delta pulling the textbook 50-day pullback after earnings. There's Delta. The bigger they are, the more they hold the moving averages, by the way. UAL, same thing. Same thing, all of them. Where are we? At least we're consistent in what we look at with these. So AAL. Don't kill the messenger. I might buy it. Although crude. I might buy it. I don't worse. What was I going to say? The stock you asked? I know you would probably figure it out, so I'll move on. No like it. YPF. YPF, Sociedad Anónima Common Stock. Here it is. And yes, I'm in it. YPF. It's got it in it. Nice chart. There's the daily. It's got the calls. It did the pervert. It almost pulled like a NVIDIA. Ripped into the 50-day and held. It looked actually kind of similar to be a grip. They ripped and they pulled it back a little bit. It's actually quite similar, although it's an oil stock. YPF. I am in it. Calls. Let's get to what's more important. Calls. My opinion's irrelevant. AAL calls. Okay, another one. CCJ put in a bad top. That's a bad top in CCJ. Okay, another one. MP Rare Earth. You saw USAR trading $40 this month. Look at this thing. USAR was trading $40. Now it's 26. MP didn't follow suit. First one to go negative. MP when all of the rare earths popped. So now you see stocks reacting to news. GM, Kramer said back up the truck. General Motors. Argentina, I think it is Argentina. That's all right. Argentina. Sherry, trust me. I'm in it. And I don't really feel like buying an oil here. Let me go. I'll show you. Trust me. ZSL, we're in it. Warby J Norm. It is a metal top today. Miss Sherry, trust me on YPF. This might go. I had it, and I punted. Hims. I'll show you my Hims trade. There's him. Hold it on the open. Now, I will say this, because there's always another trade. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's you versus you. Anything, any fundamental cliche I'm throwing out there. Listen to this. Follow who I follow, all right? You can always delete. You can always add. I only follow freaking 60 people. And you know what? It's all finance. Okay, look who comes up on my feed. You know, this helps you focus. Not that I need the help. I don't need, oh, fine. Yes, I do need the help. I need the help. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying I need help. All right. The Rev, our friend. All right. There's a lot of profit taken in some of the best recent small caps. Which one do we mention before? Core Weave, the reversal on MP, Iron, APLD. I'll tell you what's bad. Cypher. I just covered it. How about this stock? How about that stock? That stock ain't good. I'm going to tell you something. That stock's in trouble. Cypher, there's the daily. Hold on. Let me take off the video for once. Cypher, there's the daily. There's the weekly. Cypher. All right, next big trade. Another friend of ours. MP is bearish action today. I didn't know he said that. But the guy's he's a good trader. Very smooth. Let's see. This is okay. This might be a plan. Believe me, if I hold silver till 70, I'll be on a different island. Trust, I'll never hold silver till 60. The only way I'm going to hold silver if it goes down to 70 is if I get knocked unconscious to hibernate. If silver retraces the parabolic part of the move, it could retrace back to 50, 60, or 70. I'll take 70. Okay, let's back to the main box here. Oh, BNI, but I'm back up. All right, let's go. BNAI. There's the shakeout. This is bullish. You see that print right here? When it was breaking high at 63? And it went down to 52. That's bullish. It wiped out the longs. Now everybody wants in again. BNAI. I'm not in it. I'm not going to say I'm going to take it because I'm not. Let's get back into business. Apple. AAL. We're going to do it. Hold on, right? All right, here's another one. Big list for all the students. For those that like to make the easy money, stocks that hit 52-week highs today. There's the list. And half of them are gold, reversed, getting up. Oh my God. Oh, I digress. Okay, let's go. Ready? Let's get to the main screen. What's up? Buttercup. Futures. Silver. Here's my 14,000 NBY, Jane Lord. What a dog. And you know why I bought it? For no other reason than I'm happy I didn't have it. So I said, all right, if I liked it, freaking bidding it. My plan was to buy it at what, 470? Then you must, oh, it did pop over there. Look at that. Did I sell it? I had an offer to sell some. What a dog. HYMC, they couldn't give me the bottom. How about this thing with the range? This HYMC tomorrow. Stock was 7 3 days ago. You know what I mean. But I'm in it, not top ticking it all day long. Tesla breaking low, by the way. That's what you did not want to see. And by the way, I don't think that's helping. That's not, you want to see that. That's why probably Sherry doesn't he really like NVIDIA that much. It could turn into a Tesla like that. It looks so similar. I'm short PL. Where's my chart? Here it is. Planet Labs. I'm in it. Here's the PL daily. I don't know about that. The Rockets. A little punch bowl out of the Rockets. RKLB. RKLB. It's over. ASTS. PL. I like this PL short. I'll show market, bitch. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's horrible. Uranium reversal. Big reversal in uranium stocks also. With volume. Here's my YPF. I'll tell you, there's a lot of fins taking calls, a lot of financial. Are we going to do AAL? Am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, I think. Although if market feels a little bit on the heavier side. Let's do so UAL held it, the 50-day. Delta held the 50-day. We have Boeing also has earnings. LUV, best of breed. It may work. AAL, the CCL hole, it may work. It may work. All right. I would urge everybody to do this because he's the smart one. And people call him coach. And freaking author, Jack Schwager calls him coach. Check out his IWM analysis. What happens when a leader becomes a laggard? High level opinion. Most of the time, right? If not, you can always pivot. What was I doing? Oh, I know what I was doing.
I added a lot of things.
High level opinion. Sherry, along PL. Sherry, let's talk about PL. Okay? Okay, noted. If you weren't in PL, would you buy it now? That's how you assess the position. For me, that's not what I want to see. There are better trades. Closes below, well, I'll tell you, this is the situation. If it closes below the weekly, everything. If it closes below the weekly of what's that? What's that low? 25.13. I would be selling it. No, that's, I don't know. I'm short. What do you want me to do? By 6,000 AAL. I'm in. D-Dog breaking higher. So the bottom line is the smart guys are trading still Oracle, not at the high. D-Dog breaking high. Where's NBY? YPF. Come on, baby. I bought NVDL. I did it. ARBE. I broke a rule. I have 88,000 now. I said it wouldn't be trading penny stocks anymore. Now I have 88,000. Buy my paint. They did a secondary ARBE. That's why it's down. That's why I'm down. So you wouldn't. So Sherry, NPL from 1336, and you're watching me, and you're in the stock from 13. Bravo! I'm freaking flattered. But you wouldn't buy it here. All right, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't have let it break 25 because that's where that weekly close was, and it's also like a whole number. It seems like an options, a sexy stock where they play with options and some sort of gamma situation. So that's my opinion. That's why I'm short. I'm not going to hold it. I'm not the type that's going to hold it till 18. Nor do I think it's going back to 13. I bought AAL. Yeah. Follow the people. Sunrise Trader. Friend of ours. One of the few guys I said I give money to. D-Dog. So what does D-Dog do? All right, silver. He's being facetious with Jastic. Jastic is being facetious. The guy moves markets. Not going to lie. So there are the gaps on SLV. I'll take 87 all day long. There's the gaps. Next big trade, he doesn't care. It's going to 50. He's looking at this is the fib he's looking at anyway. Those are levels to trade against. So that's all. Who knows? Crude going lower. Which one did you buy my paint in? Sherry, that didn't work out. I didn't even laugh. They usually do. Oh, Peggy? Which one did I follow my paint in? EBS? I don't really say it that often because usually I don't follow VIR. No, not in VIR. It should be though. I'm in the fund. Wow, it looks great. No, I'm not in VIR. It's in the fund though. Nice. I don't want to take this NBY, but if I was shorted, I'd be nervous. That's the thing. All right, I'll leave it there. You forgot. Well, it didn't hurt you that bad. If you bought paint, it didn't hurt you that bad. You remember, but thank you. By the way, it usually works. All right, I'll leave it there. Zoom more calls. Zoom more calls. This is pure. I've been on the other side of the street. This is pure as they come. A finance stock. Probably did. I'm not that good at finance stock, but a good share. I'm great to scratch them. Communicate, so I'll do better. Stock staking. I'm not even gonna bring it up. This USAR. If somebody should USAR, you see this USAR? This is bad, bearish price action. But the good thing for us is it range and volume. We don't have to pick the buy. Look at this USAR this morning. It's 42. And by the way, it traded there. You know what it is now? 26. Zoom, more calls, trust me. HYMC, I'm close to covering it. This thing was 58. It's $10 move. I'm in the freaking volatility, that's for sure. You know what? I'm not going to take this AAL. AAL, after much consideration. By the way, we're talking that it was bearish. Cypher, this is a shocks, it's in trouble. Hut reversing and finishing on the lows, but still holding all the moving averages. But the Cypher is the one. Algos, that's all he got. Algos do that. Stocks below all the moving averages. Let's hammer it. RDW. Look at this pullback. Right to the 200-day. You want another space stock? I stole the stock. It was over $14 the other night. Selling AL. Don't like it. Where's AL? Hold on. Campbell Soup breaking high. Campbell Soup. Well, it's a boomer night. UNH. Oh, by the way, earnings again. UNH, Boeing, UPS. Let's get to the business here. So General Motors, AAL. I can't do this. It breaks every. I can't. You know what? This is bad karma. To be in this AAL with this type of chart. Oh, it could go to 20 tomorrow. I wouldn't be mad. So 8,000 at the market. Oh. HSAI. Don't buy my pain. What happened there? JD Holding. Interesting stock making a move here with calls. Caper at the end. Got it in it. Held the gap. Try to leave it there. All right. Cheers. I'll do better tomorrow.